Well, we were wrong, bruh.
What's up, guys? It's GK
And Kwei
in the building. Today is the Monday after Super Bowl Sunday. Not only are we coming off the high of the game itself,
we're also coming out the high of the 2025 Apple Music Super Bowl LAX halftime show with that boy Kendrick Lamar. So we're gonna recap that. We're gonna recap the Super Bowl, everything that went down, music edition, all right? Because we got this bingo right here that we did last week, and we was mad wrong.
we were wrong, man. We did a little bit of a prediction last week on all things music, and the only thing we basically got correct was literally
the free card. We'll talk about the halftime show later,
yes,
but we'll talk about the actual events that happened during the show. Well, the first thing is obviously the Chiefs are playing the Eagles, so obviously Travis Kelce is there. And who's dating Travis Kelce?
Taylor Swift.
How many times do we see Taylor on the TV? Barely.
And you know why? Because the Chiefs were
They got cooked.
No, it was tough.
No one was expecting the Chiefs to lose like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, no one's expecting them to just get BTA.
Taylor Swift was getting booed last night.
Yeah, there were a few times she was on the TV and just getting booed. It's definitely just the fans. Like the fans that were in there, they're like, we don't want to see Taylor. We want to see some football.
Yeah, I think people based off of last year's Super Bowl almost thought that it was taking away maybe some of the focus, but the girl's just there to watch her mans and support,
exactly.
You know?
She's just there to watch her mans, and she came to watch her mans. Not with Gracie Abrams. She came with Ice Spice again, bruh.
We thought that she would be shown on TV 11 times. I only personally saw her about 2 times. And unless I missed anything, but I counted on my phone twice. Yep. Because my friends made it a drinking game to see how many times Taylor Swift will show up on screen. So 2 sips.
Y'all was sober. We got the one below her wrong too. She showed up with Ice Spice, not Gracie Abrams. We thought after that whole Eras tour that she'd be showing up with Gracie because she was showing mad love to Gracie, shouting her out. Ice Spice shows up to the Super Bowl.
You know why too? I think last year when she brought Ice Spice, it was off of that recent collab that they had. So we thought it was off of the Karma remix with Ice Spice. So we thought, okay, they've been hanging out, and she brought her back this year. I don't know why I was shook. I was like, damn. So maybe they're just like, maybe football's their thing together. I don't know.
Maybe football's just a thing. I don't know how much Ice Spice even knows about football and stuff. Yeah. There was a big debate with John Batiste and the over-under and how long it will be.
Yeah, the national anthem is always, the prediction's always over 2 minutes. I'm stumped with this one because multiple sources are giving mixed reviews here.
Yeah, multiple sources. A few sources are saying
just over.
A few sources are saying just under. And a few sources are saying 2 on the dot.
Yeah. Personally, I started timing on my phone, but I was a little bit late. So I added on like 10 seconds and I got to like 152. So I'm like, this is 100% over. Everyone.
Get a load of this guy.
Did you pull out your freaking stopwatch?
No, I was just relying on the people.
Yeah. No, but I think his was over. I think it was over, but I'm going to say we were wrong on this because even if he was on the dot, we didn't predict that he was on the dot. We predicted he'd be under 2 minutes, so.
Now we're getting to the big stuff. We're getting to the 2025 Apple Music Super Bowl LIX halftime show.
Guys, we didn't even practice that. That was crazy.
We didn't practice that, bro. With Kendrick Lamar, you know what I'm saying? Now we're gonna talk about the bingo, but we're also gonna just talk about the show because there was a lot of things that happened in the show.
What did you think of it overall? I want your honest opinion.
Overall, it was cool. You know, whenever everyone just talks about the show being like trash and stuff, I mean, we can talk about that later. Exactly. Super Bowl performances aren't even that crazy to me though in general.
I think people expect a lot.
Yeah, people expect a lot, but you already know what is going to happen. Yeah. They're going to perform their greatest hits. Yeah. There's going to be a bunch of people running around dancing, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of the same show.
I agree, and I think people expect too much. However, I did think it was a bit slow in the sense that he sang some of the songs for a really long period of time, it felt, and I would argue he didn't play his biggest songs.
Because I think this Super Bowl was a different Super Bowl, if I'm gonna be honest. I think this Super Bowl, yes, it was like Kendrick and stuff, but I ain't gonna lie. this Super Bowl was might be more about Drake than Kendrick. We'll talk about that later, because look, there's a lot of stuff I want to say. First, the stage design was cool.
The stage design was crazy.
I like the video game setup, and it's not Squid Game, by the way. I've seen people on the internet saying, oh, the Squid Game buttons. Brother, it's PlayStation.
Yeah.
Your goose?
Set up like a game controller, which was really cool. And at the end, it really solidified it because the lights at the end literally said game over.
Yeah.
Set up that way. So I think that was very clever.
We had Samuel L. Jackson as Uncle Sam. Like, I was like, what the heck is this guy doing?
I think he was my favorite part of the halftime show.
Yeah, he was funny, bro.
Serena Williams showing up.
Yeah,
that was
Serena showing up.
No, they not like us. They not like us. No, they not like us. No.
I mean, that's another reason why I think it's another move coming for Drake, because she was associated with Drake in the past. The red, blue, and white was cool to have, like the red, blue, and white American flag, but it's also the red and blue kind of uniting the Crips and the Bloods. Kendrick likes to do that. He likes to show a lot of unity together, and that's one of the main things I rock with about when it comes to Kendrick. Now the set list prediction, we were also wrong with that.
Okay. Setlist prediction in terms of opening and closing. So we thought he would open up with Squabble Up. He did not. What did he open with? I didn't even recognize what that was.
He opened up. See, that's the thing. No one would have gotten that right because he opened up with something that's unreleased.
Yeah.
It's not on GNX. It's not on any of these albums. You're like, what's the intro? What's the intro? Everyone just saying GNX. Brother, that song doesn't even exist. What he was rapping at the beginning is not out. It might not ever be out.
I think it's safe to say, even based off of Usher's last year, you really don't actually know. Like, I think it really is always the most unexpected songs that they open up with. And then for closing, we thought Not Like Us to obviously his biggest track at the moment to end it off that way. But he ended it with TV Off, which is honestly, I think, was a great ending. Makes
sense, especially because he brought Mustard in as well. And it just, like, that part... Like, it makes sense. We thought it, but ending up with Not Like Us really would have been a thing too, because even during the whole thing, he's previewing it. You hear a bit of the da-na-na-na.
He sprinkled it in, and
he's talking about, I wanna rap this song, but they gonna sue and stuff like that, you know? But in the set list, he did do 2 Drake disses though. He did Euphoria also.
Oh, I didn't catch that.
You know why you didn't catch it though?
Why? It was just...
And with a lot of Kendrick's songs in the halftime show, it kind of sounded like the song was gonna be in like a sports video game. Now, what I mean by that is, half the songs were censored.
Yeah.
Half the lyrics were censored.
I thought even in Not Like Us, I actually did think that they would not say those...
Right?
Like the aggressive parts of it, and they didn't, which I noticed.
Shout out to SZA for showing up. No other guest performers, but shout out to SZA, man.
2 songs.
2 songs.
All the Stars is so iconic, so I'm glad they performed that.
Iconic song. She didn't, unfortunately,
perform. Guys, we actually got pretty much everything wrong. I'm screaming.
She didn't perform.
Well, there were no other guest performers other than SZA, so that's the only
we got her.
Hey.
Nice.
And how many songs was it total during the halftime show?
11 or 12.
11, 12? Let me just
13.
make sure. Hold on. Yeah, I don't...
At the end of the day, it wasn't 13.
Bye.
At the end of the day, it was not 13, unfortunately. So that was the bingo right there, but we still got a few more things to talk about when it comes to the show, because there were some hidden gems there.
Yep.
So you know how Kendrick, he had like the custom PG Lang jacket, even SZA had a custom Lana jacket?
Yes.
But Kendrick had that custom chain.
Okay, did you guys catch this? Because I didn't until after the show.
Yeah, the lowercase A.
Which would be...
The A minor.
I literally, it's all in the details, but I think that chain is insane.
The chain is insane, but do you know what's also crazy, GK?
Tell me.
There's also if you like stop it at a certain part, I forget if it was in TV Off or Not Like Us, but I think it was in TV Off. A flag comes by in the background.
Oh, yeah?
And the lowercase A is on it again with 2 kids.
Okay, where?
Oh, yes, here it's coming up. Right there. You see?
Yeah, I see the A. Hold on. Is that it, though? Like...
Those are 2 kids. You see the boy and the girl?
Yo.
That's right. Even with Kendrick smiling at Drake, and now that's a meme now. When he says, "Hey Drake," or "Say Drake," and he's like,
"Oh God."
Okay, so now based off like stuff like that, all that stuff made it a little bit weird for me because it didn't really feel like
didn't feel like a
Kendrick's
Super Bowl
performance. It felt like
that's why
they're
I wish
coming for Drake.
Yeah, that's why I wish he performed more of his classics so that for the audience, for the stadium, for the people at home watching, I just felt almost has nothing to do with the best of Kendrick.
Agreed. In addition to what you said, crowd also wouldn't know the song because the crowd, like when there was a few videos surfacing of saying like, oh, the crowd not even interacting. It's like, brother, first thing is Kendrick, low-key, like he didn't make this music for like American football fans, number one.
Yeah.
So they're not gonna be tapped into the music like that heavy. So them trying to like make it look like it was such a trash performance is because, man, he didn't make it for them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But on your point right there, maybe you should have dropped newer songs, like older songs, more classic hits that would have related to the people more.
Feels especially like thinking of Rihanna.
Yep.
She put in so many of her classics. Usher, sure, he started with Caught Up and that was kind of random, but bro, everyone knows that song.
Yes.
So I think if you're not a tapped in Kendrick fan, rap fan, you would kind of be lost.
Yeah. That's why I still think the Super Bowl was like it was
different.
It was different.
It was different.
It wasn't the same like people like an artist. It wasn't like an artist getting like recognized for all the like great music they've been making throughout the years to actually perform their classics. It's literally this was the Not Like Us.
Yes.
Halftime show. Nonetheless, design-wise, everything-wise, it was a great show.
No, the production was great, yeah.
It just felt like they was really coming for Drake heavy in the Super Bowl compared to recognizing all the great music that Kendrick has dropped throughout the years. Who would you want to see next year then?
Ooh, okay, I will say this until it happens. I need and want Miley Cyrus.
I knew you were going to say Miley.
She would be so amazing.
You know who I would actually love to see next year? Billie Eilish.
Ah.
Especially since she ain't win nothing for the Grammys.
She deserves that.
Give her ugly say NFL. Give her a 1-2, you know
Super Bowl. Let us know how you felt about the Apple Music Super Bowl LAX halftime show.
And make sure you like, comment, subscribe if you're new. And we're out.
Much love.